We are recording.
Mm.
Hmm. Do you think we're done with the? No, we're not done yet.
We're not done.
There was
Something
a
has
noise.
happened outside.
A noise outside. There was a noise outside.
They're not here to see you.
This is what we live with. Hey, at least there's not a helicopter landing on top of us right now. At least right now, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. And that's done. And she brought wine, which I drank.
No. Full respect. Everybody has construction. It happens.
Mm.
Word of advice, though, I will say this is always a friendly thing for you to remember when you're speaking to neighbors or in any situation. Give a little heads up. That goes a long way. Setting expectations of what the day is going to be, I think, is the most critical part. Because ultimately, like today, we said it today, it's like, all right, what's going on? We knew it was coming. It's all good.
It's much better.
Much
Yeah.
better, much
So
better.
day 4 happens to fall on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Friday.
It is.
We have we have a Mandalorian to watch.
We do have to do that. I'm just also realizing that my light is unusually bright. So while you were talking about that, I'm going to try to make myself look a little bit less like I'm on
Well,
fire.
because we can clip all this out, but we may just leave it. Who knows?
It works. Anyways, I'm done. I just had to.
All right.
All right. So day 4, we have a Mandalorian. So apparently we do need to hold each other accountable and then figure out what's happening with. It's not a Mandalorian. I'm sorry. It's a WandaVision. I said the wrong word.
I'm sorry. It's not a Mandalorian.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Baby Yoda and thinking Baby Yoda and thinking, and I'm looking at all of the Mandos and Grogu's that are on my desk and my absolutely adorable Apple Watch charger, which I do have to show off because I just think he's so cute. So it's hard with the Apple Watch in there, but look at how cute he is. And he has, look, he's got little leaves. And look, he even has a butt. So yeah, we've, sorry, I had to do that. Yeah, I can go.
If you want to start, yeah, go ahead.
Sure. I had a better day. 45-minute promise. This is not the 45-minute challenge. This is not some weird ice bath thing, which I've done and will.
I think I used challenge in one of my hashtags.
Oh, see, you got to go fix that. See if it's on Instagram, you can go back and fix it. You can't fix it on Twitter. So just go fix it. That's it, right?
Hash browns, I will fix the hash browns, definitely.
Fix the hash browns.
Yep.
Let's see. I had a good day. I will say it right now. Mentally, I felt good. I was not necessarily feeling the full workout. And I think it was just because I was popping between Delta Sigma Pi, my professional fraternity, and building stuff and neighborhood stuff and filming that's happening in the neighborhood. And it just kind of, I was a little disjointed today, but I still felt good. So I actually didn't do my series. I just did a more general meditation, and I did yoga and stretching, and I specifically did it for my knees because with getting back into the workouts, my knees are feeling it a little bit more. So what I did was a little bit more of, I won't call it physical therapy because it's stretching, it's yoga, and it does help with my knee and joint pain that I'm dealing with. So between that, easily cleared the 45 minutes. I also wanted to bake, and I did, I made an apple bread that I adapted to be more healthy alternative that hopefully will turn out well. It smells good, so that typically, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. So
Sounds good.
yeah, that was me.
Cool. Well, today happened. So I will, at the end of the day, it's all about holding accountable. It's nothing else than that. I can't say that I followed through with what I qualify or what I put in my head as the things that I need to do. As part of each day. There was obviously meditation. So before reading, I've been trying to kick in, and I am trying to get some physical things there as well. Today was a couple things, a couple reasons why. Because I think I spent the day well. I will say that. I think I spent the day very well, and I'm very happy with how I spent the day, including last night, in which I had a little bit of, creator fever. I was in a zone. My new tools in. It's working very well. I'm very excited about what I can do with it. Still learning, so I kind of I got that energy last night. Couldn't let it go, and I think ultimately, especially when you have the luxury that you can, I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. It's I don't do it because I'm, beating myself up. I do it because I'm having a lot of fun. And so, yeah, there was a lot of that energy that was going in, and then it did amount to a considerably late night. That happened, or early morning, however you want to see it. The other thing is I did have some pretty important meetings today. I've had multiple important meetings today. Again, going back to the whole job hunt and career and different things going on. And it's an interesting perspective. Especially considering whether or not this is actually published or not published. I still want to be careful what I fully say, but fortunately, I don't have a lot of filters in life. I mean, the main thing is that I do have a job opportunity in front of me, and I have another company that's wanting to talk to me, and the delta between the two is interesting, and I think the way I will pivot, even though I cannot call to 45 minutes that I dedicated to certain purposes. The 2.5 hours, or actually about 4 hours, I really spent into some of these discussions this evening. Really is I think the intriguing thing about looking at life and looking at careers and looking at choices we make in those, because right now it. I think sometimes you don't know. I think the best way I can describe it is like when you're in need of a job or things are going on and life's moving on, and you're trying to fight through that, and you have that opportunity come up, and that's what's in front of you. It's really easy, I guess, easy to say yes, or it could be. It's because that makes a lot of sense. A lot of times it's just going to be a path. I'm having a luxury right now, and I do consider it a big luxury, and it's that I actually have two perspectives that are calling to my attention that I think both have merit, but they have merit in different areas. So a lot of what I've spent today in my complexion is really trying to figure out. It's like, hey, what are the merits that really matter? Especially when there's a lot of goods and pros and cons on both sides. But I think in that it's given me an opportunity to also explore myself a little bit today, and kind of even think about where is it that I want to be. So I consider that selfish, So I think it does to some degree. Again, I like to say I held up to the spirit, even if I can't completely document the time. And on day 4, I will say even missing it, I recognize it. So I think there's a habit setting in. I do think there is a perspective setting in at this point, and I think that possibly we might have to talk about whether or not we're recording this just for our sake, or we're actually going to publish this. So the weekend's coming. We've got several videos that we recorded at this point. I guess that might be a discussion that we have offline. But for my weekend, my day update, that's what I got.
Nice. Maybe tomorrow night we bring Nerd Herd in unexpectedly. Maybe I'll just set the Zoom.
I think the nerd herd is always here. They're probably our only audience, even if nobody else ever sees us. They probably will, because that's, there's a few select people, even if this doesn't go beyond that. But just to call out, because maybe that's a precedence, I will say that making this more people in a quick chain up, it's almost like our, in a corporate sense, this is our daily stand up. What did you do today? I don't know. It is interesting. I mean, it's kind of fun, even though like, obviously we talk to each other, obviously living in the same place. But this is a fun check-in. It is. It's like this weird ritual that is, I don't know. Seems kooky, seems a little crazy, but I'm kind of
This
enjoying it.
feels very COVID.
Oh, it is absolutely COVID, and in no other time frame would we even think
I
about
mean,
it this way.
I even
That's the other
think,
thing. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I even think, I mean, I could see people being like, does she ever shower? Does she change her clothes? I mean, if you did notice,
I was interviewing today. I have a collared shirt on. That's a
right?
cue.
You
That's a
do.
cue. It's a cue.
And I wear a hoodie because it's cold, and I usually wear workout clothes, and a lot of them are gray. So they tend to be the same looking. So I'm just saying, my pajamas are workout clothes. That doesn't sound right now when I speak
Well,
it, but that's okay.
I will say this. I'm proud of you for the last 4 days.
I'm proud of you for the last 4 days. You're you're going through a lot mentally, deciding on,
Aren't we all?
well, yeah, but I'm just saying that I know you would like to, get into things like the workouts. The workouts are a bigger deal for me. They've always been a centering part of my life, and that's a very different thing than you, and you have really been dealing with a lot with the job change, and you do have a lot of great opportunities. I know that weighs very heavy for you to be able to step back. And I would even say the 10 minutes before I jumped on my Zoom before we recorded this, that was another 10 minutes that even though it wasn't self growth, it was definitely couple growth.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, sure. Yeah.
us. I think we're really good about our daily check-ins with each other, and this is just one more thing we just happen to challenge ourselves to, which is requiring us to do this ridiculousness. But there's a fun little aspect to it, and so we're gonna find our groove in this, and they will get better. And
here's the real thing to imagine, because we obviously Doctor Who has been a fairly recent thing that we're watching as a kind of just go through experience. There's a very strong possibility that this is among the last archives of mankind. And like 10 billion years in the future, this is what they see. So, I mean, consider the weight of how important this commitment is.
It's pretty heavy, Stephen.
The whole reputation of mankind could be on this single tape, because this is just it. No, I don't know how it happened.
They're gonna see Grogu. Let's see. Can I do this? Let me use my right hand. They're gonna see Grogu, Anya, Chris Hamer. Let's see. That's Christopher LeMay.
Yep.
No other. Oh well, that's a Nomos. That's Nomos Cantina's margarita. That is really hard to do in a camera.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of practice. Again, we're amateurs.
Right. And I have my plants. My plants. I have plants. They're still living.
Plants.
You do.
I have plants. This guy is actually growing pretty well. I mean, he keeps moving around my desk, but he is definitely handling it out. So
yeah. Awesome.
All right. Well, great check-in again. I will see you downstairs in 5 minutes.
For WandaVision, not for
WandaVision. The WandaVision, very important. I mean, I've been looking forward to this.
Good.
So good. All right, 4 days. Let's see what 5 is. All right.
4 days.
Bye.
Bye.